So, sa recorded discussion na ito, matatakol natin kung bakit importante yung standard, yung different na altitude, yung hydrostatic equation, tsaka yung relation ng temperature, density, and pressure sa iba't ibang altitude. So, bakit nga ba importante mag-set ng standard altitude? Dahil alam natin na yung Earth atmosphere is dynamic, laging nagbabago. Dahil sa iba't ibang region ng mundo, yung nare-receive nilang sun rays is iba-iba din. So, kung i-correlate natin lahat ng bagay sa iba't ibang region, napaka-impractical ito para mag-create ng mathematical equation and aerospace design or aircraft design. So, need natin magkuha ng reference point para may i-comparean tayo at mag-set ng standard. Kaya ito ay importante. So, ano nga ba yung mga different types of altitude? Ito yung geometric altitude, absolute altitude, geopotential altitude, pressure altitude, temperature altitude, tsaka density altitude. Yung geometric altitude, ito yung altitude na from the ground up to the object. So meaning ito yung altitude na halos lagi natin ginagamit sa pagsukat ng height. From the ground up to the head of the person. Yan yung geometric altitude. Yung absolute altitude naman is yung height ng object patungo sa Earth center, sa center ng Earth. As for the geopotential altitude, ito yung tinatawag na fictitious na altitude dahil nagmo-move yung, alam naman natin na kung papalipit tayo sa center ng Earth is nag-iiba yung gravity. Kaso dito sa geopotential altitude, nineneglect niya yung change ng gravity habang palapit tayo sa gitna ng mundo. And as for the pressure altitude, temperature altitude, and density altitude, ito yung altitude na nafe-feel ng object as ambient. Kunwari, yung ambient pressure ng isang lugar is yun yung dinidefine na altitude dahil sa nafe-feel ng object. Kung yung nafe-feel ng object is pang 3 kilometer na pressure, yun yung nare-read ng altimeter. Ito din kagaya ng sa temperature, kung ano yung nararamdaman na temperature sa object na yun, yun yung nare-read na altitude. So ito yung altitude based sa temperature na nararamdaman sa isang object. As for the density altitude, ito yung reading ng altitude na correlates sa density ng ambient. So meaning, density ng surroundings na nafe-feel ng object para makuha yung altitude natin. As for the next question, is it possible that geopotential altitude is equal or same with geometric altitudes? If yes, then when and how? So, alam natin na yung formula ng gravity, geometric gravity, ay geopotential and gravity is gravity times r over height squared. So, alam natin na yung height is equal yan sa radius ng Earth plus height ng geometric. So, para lang mag-instance tayo na in terms of value, is need natin na ma-zero yung height ng gravity. So, yung sagot sa tanong is yes. Dahil, based on the equation, if the possibility na yung height is zero, then the equation would become g is equal to g0 times radius of Earth over radius plus 0 height squared. So, yung gravity ng geopotential tsaka geometric altitude is nag-i-equal. Thus, they have the same in terms of value. So, yung altitudes are equal at their zero side. So, nag-i-equal lang sila and only if yung height is 0. So, pag-derive na and interpret the hydrostatic equation. So, sa hydrostatic equation is usually nag-base tayo sa 1 by 1 tsaka yung binavalue natin is yung change ng height. As for the force down, meaning negative, yung mga force down lahat is negative. Yung force up is positive. So, alam natin na yung pressure is equal sa force per unit area. So, masasabi natin na yung force is equal sa pressure times area ng unit. So, malalaman natin na yung area is length times width, di ba? So, based sa formula, yung force from the bottom surface is pressure times 1 length times 1 width. As for the force from the top surface, tapos alam natin na yung force ng top surface is P plus dP times the volume, times the area. So, magiging P plus differential of P. So, dito naman sa weight of substance, P times the area times the change of height. Kasi alam natin na yung force is equal din siya sa mass times acceleration. Tapos yung mass is equal sa density times the volume based sa cancellation of units. Tapos yung volume is equal sa length times width times height. So, magiging 1 times 1 times the difference of height. And acceleration is just equal to the gravitational force. So, magsasummation tayo ng forces. So, unang force, pa-up, meaning yung P times 1 is positive. Tapos, nalaman natin, di ba, na yung forces na pa-down is negative. So, yung forces galing sa gravity at saka forces galing sa top surface ng object is negative. So, ito yung P plus D, difference of P times 1 minus density times difference of height times gravity is equal to 0. Tapos, i-equate natin yan. P minus P magiging 0. And so, matitira na lang is ang differential ng P is equal to rho G differential of height. So, yung hydrostatic equation natin is magiging differential of pressure is equal to rho G difference of height. So, yung meaning niyan is yung pressure, yung difference ng pressure is nagbabari sa difference ng height. So, next tayo na topic. Describe the relationship of the properties of air whenever the altitude changes. So, dito sa graph na to, makikita natin na sa 0 to 11, yung temperature niya lumiliit habang papataas ng altitude. Pero makikita natin na sa distance na 11 to 25, yung temperature niya is isothermal, meaning yung temperature dyan is constant. So, meaning ito yung sa gradient, tapos ito yung sa isothermal region. So, sa gradient region na pang 0 to 11, the temperature is changing and decreasing. Sa isothermal region naman, temperature is constant. So, paano natin ma-describe yung relationship ng properties of air whenever the altitude changes? So, yung mga properties, yung pressure, temperature, tsaka density. Itong formula na to is para to sa 0 to 11 na distance. Sinasabi lang dito na yung pressure daw is directly proportional sa temperature. Tsaka yung temperature lumiliit daw habang yung lapse rate niya is negative. Tapos yung density is yun din, directly proportional sa temperature. So, sa gradient region, para mahanap natin yung T, gamitin natin yung hydrostatic equation. So, yung equation of state. Ipag-divide natin yan, dP over P is equal to rho G, differential of heat, over rho RT. Makakancel natin yung rho, which is magiging equal sa differential of P over P is equal to rho, gravity, difference of height, over RT. Tapos yung lapse rate, alam natin na equal siya sa dt over dh. So, ipag-times natin yung lapse rate na yan sa changing na region. So, yung dh makakancel. Magiging differential of P over P is equal to G dt RT lapse rate. Kasi, yung lapse rate, inequate natin pa baba dito. So, integrate natin yan. Yung G, gravity, over gas constant, lapse rate times lapse rate is constant. So, yung different integration yan is ln. Alam naman natin yan. So, yung makukuha natin na relation ng pressure over pressure ng ambient tsaka pressure ng object is directly proportional sa temperature. So, yung density naman, makukuha natin gamit ang equation of state minus pressure over. So, sa isothermal region naman, para mapakita natin yung P, it's yun pa rin, equation of state. Tapos, i-differential natin yung pressure sa 11 km kasi yun yung basihan or standard reference dahil sa isothermal region. So, yung magiging formula natin for the pressure is P over pressure 11 is equal to E to the power of gravity R over RT times height ng object minus sa height ng 11 km. So, di na natin kukunin yung relation ng temperature kasi isothermal naman. As for the density, makukuha natin siya gamit ang equation of state. So, dito, sa R tsaka T, makakancel out lang kasi constant naman yan. So, yung pressure sa isothermal at density is equal lang or directly proportional. So, sa problem naman, if an airplane is flying at an altitude where the actual pressure and temperature are 4.72 times 10 to the power 4 pascals and 255.7 Kelvin respectively, what are the pressure, temperature, and density altitudes? So, yung hinahanap natin dito is yung altitudes ng bawat state. So, kunin natin siya sa formula na pressure na hinahanap mo ng actual pressure over pressure ng SSLC, which is the reference point, tapos is equal to 1 plus lapse rate times height over TO times 5.26 dahil hinahanap natin yung height. Yung hinahanap natin yung height, gamitin natin yung algebra method. So, i-divide lang natin yung pressure over pressure 0 sa 5.26. So, maging 1 over 5 1 over 5.26. I-derive natin yung minus 1. Tapos, ito times natin sa T sub 0, which is the SSLC ng temperature over lapse rate. Tapos, given tayo ng pressure sa actual pressure, which is the pressure na yung nandun yung object, which is the 4.72 times 10 to the power of 4 pascals over 101,325 pascals times 1 to the over 5.26 minus 1 times the temperature ng SSLC, which is the zero height, 288.16 Kelvin over the lapse rate na negative 6.51 Kelvin per kilometer. Yung makukuha natin dyan is 5.99283.823 kilometer. As for the temperature altitude naman, makukuha natin siya gamit yung equation ng temperature regarding sa 0 to 11 kilometer na T sub 0, which is the SSLC, plus lapse rate times height ng actual object, minus height sa SSLC, which is just 0. So, ma-algebra natin yan, T minus T0 over A. So, yun yung actual height based sa temperature altitude. So, yung temperature natin na actual daw sa surface na yan is 255.7 Kelvin. Tapos yung sa SSLC natin na 288.6 Kelvin over the lapse rate na negative 6.51 Kelvin per kilometer, makukuha natin yung 5.053763441 kilometer. As for the density altitude naman, wala tayong given na density. Pero, meron tayong equation of state. Sa equation of state, pressure is equal to rho RT. Tapos, yung R natin is flying at an altitude where the actual pressure and temperature are. So, sa airplane, yung gas constant natin is air, which is 287.08 joules per kilogram Kelvin. So, yung equation natin is magiging rho is equal to pressure over gas constant times actual temperature. So, makukuha natin is 4.72 times 10 to the power of 4 Newton per meter squared divided by 287.08 Newton meter per kilogram Kelvin times 255.7 Kelvin. Yung makukuha natin density is 0.642996091 kilogram per meter cube. So, density pa lang yung nakukuha natin. Yung kailangan natin is yung altitude. So, to get the altitude, need natin yung formula na rho over rho ng actual density ng actual na nararamdaman ng object over density ng SSLC is equal to 1 plus lapse rate times h height over T0, which is the SSLC, times to the power of 4.26. I-algebra lang natin, ilagay natin yung 4.26 dito sa rho, sa density, magiging density over density of SSLC to the power of 1 over 4.26 minus 1, temperature ng SSLC over lapse rate, yung in-store natin. So, sa formula na yan, makukuha natin yung 6.224811499 km. So, yun yung mga actual altitudes ng pressure, temperature, and density. For the number 3, the flight test data for a given airplane refer to a level flight maximum velocity run made at an altitude which simultaneously correspond to a pressure altitude of 30,000 feet and a density altitude of 28,500 feet. Calculate the temperature of the air at the altitude at which the airplane was flying for the test. So, yung need natin dyan is yung equation ng pressure to temperature na relation. So, makuha natin is pressure is equal to. So, pressure is equal to pressure ng SSLC times 1 plus lapse rate times height over temperature ng SSLC to the power of 5.26. So, dito, makukuha natin yung mayroon tayong given na pressure sa SSLC which is the 2116.8 PSF times 1 plus lapse rate na negative 0.003566 times the height 30,000 feet over the SSLC na 519 to the power of 5.26. Makukuha natin yan yung 628.93336 PSF. Hindi pa yan yung sagot kasi calculate the temperature of the air at the altitude at which the plane was flying for the test. So, kunin mo muna natin yung density para magamit natin yung equation of state. So, sa parehas lang yung formula, yung 4.26 lang yung naiba, magiging 9.39755735 times 10 to the power of 4 slug per feet cube yung magiging sagot natin dyan. So, mayroon na tayong density, pressure, saka gas constant. So, yung temperature is equal sa pressure over density times gas constant. Yung store natin na A, yung B, yung density, yung pressure, makukuha natin yung 389.7961787 na Rankine. So, yun yung sagot natin sa equation. Thank you po, sir.